Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Tonight I will be showing a couple of races I did this week in the IMSA series at Watkins Glen, and we are racing the Aston Martin GT3 for the first time.
That was a terrible start, that was close.
For the first race we are starting pretty far back in 14th place. I didn't get a decent qualifying lap in, and the goal for the first few laps is just to survive the cold tires, which are absolutely brutal with this car. Mr. Green Porsche back there is already putting some pressure on us, attacking corner entry a lot and appearing on our mirrors. Pretty big snap on corner entry there, but a much bigger snap from Georgie up front, and he loses a couple of positions. Thomas keeps showing his nose. That's another huge snap.
Car right.
And Thomas takes me a bit by surprise, I must admit. He dive bombed a little bit, but I still tried to stick it around the outside, but it just didn't work, and that's a position lost.
Defend your position.
5 minutes into the race and we are finally picking up the pace, starting to see some green in our delta. But it is still not a very consistent pace. Here we are slipping a little bit again, and Georgie is starting to come back at us. I decide not to fight him. It's still early in the race, and by the way, we're both Portuguese. Maybe we can be friends, not lose time with fights, and maybe give each other a tow.
Come on, don't let him get away.
10 minutes in, and the GTP pack catches us. No.
Masterclass cars are catching you up. Car left. Still there. Clear left.
That was a crazy dive bomb. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, I wasn't happy about that. On hindsight, maybe it wasn't that bad, but if I hadn't lifted, we would have crashed.
The gap to V14 behind is now 1.3 seconds. Blue flag. side, clear left.
And that's another lovely overtake with the LMP2 pointing in the wrong direction. The traffic had helped George a little bit. We had lost touch with him, but with a couple good laps we were back on his tail. Again, I had no intention to overtake, just stay behind him, maybe save a little bit of fuel, maybe it would come in handy later on.
Faster car approaching, it's their class leader. Right side. Still clear right.
Fucking hell!
Blue flag. On your left.
Fucking hell!
Hold your clear left.
Yeah, absolutely no luck with the LMP2 traffic there. To be fair to them, it's not very easy to overtake in the LMP2 because they don't have much of a speed overlap.
10th position.
Heading into the bus stop, we are again right behind George's ass. We also don't have much of an advantage over Jason and Corey, and at this point I decide to pit this lap. I could have stayed out for at least another 2 laps.
Expected clear track on exit. We expect to exit the pits in position 14. Wolf behind is pitting. There's traffic approaching.
I was a bit conservative with fuel there. I decided to put in 21 laps of fuel when in the previous race just 17 had been enough, but it was starting to look like this was going to go for an extra lap.
Are you fucking stupid?
Alright, left, clear left.
Fucking hell! I shouldn't have swore on voice chat, that's a protestable offense. But that was a really frustrating overtake because I had to really lift, otherwise the car would just understeer into the path of the prototype.
Left side, clear left. The leader, Sund, is pitting. Car left, clear left. On your right. Right side's clear.
Scrappy lap, that's what I really don't need. We have to put some time on track to try to overtake the other cars that are pitting later.
There's a group of faster cars behind. Blue flag. Car right. Clear right. Blue flag. Okay, cardio. There's a car exiting the pits. Heads up. P9. You've just done a 1:45.18.
George is out of the pits and he has gained 3 seconds on us. That seems a lot, even with all the traffic we had. Maybe he put in less fuel than we had.
Sorry for flashing you there, Luke. I thought we were a lot further from the bus stop than we were.
Lindbergh is pitting.
In case you didn't notice, the McLaren head ahead got hit by a prototype earlier this lap and seems to be a bit bent. And is into the wall. That's us into P8.
There's an incident in Eel. You think it might be Westland?
Oops.
Incident in turn 2. Clear right. That was a 144.61.
With the race heading into the final 2 laps, we are quite comfortably in P8, still hoping to catch Georgia. And then I notice he is starting to slow down a lot, maybe starting to run out of fuel. Last lap, last chance.
8th place. 1 more to go. Alright.
I had to just lift for a tiny split second, and now Corey is coming back at us. And then he loses momentum as well. We gain position on Georgia and manage to defend just about from Corey. That's P7, a really satisfying final lap, and iRating gain of 33 as well. But that's not enough for the evening. That's just a nice way to start the evening, because right next we have another IMSA race to do, and it's an open setup race. So for the longer 45 minutes open setup race, we qualified 9th with a pretty good lap, 44.1, just 1/10 of my very best lap time at the circuit, and even still only good enough for 9th. That's maybe it means that this field is quite strong, but let's see how it plays out on track. The first few laps had really nothing of note. The only thing here is that I was starting to lose contact with this pack ahead, which wasn't good because I was about to lose tow. We did go up from 9 to 8 because some guy just didn't start, or started from the pit lane or something.
Cut the track. Keep it nice and tight. Left side. Clear left.
lap 3 I started to see this guy Mark on a BMW getting closer and closer.
8th place.
Sorry, Carlos, didn't know what you were doing.
No, you're good, man. I didn't want you to think that just poured it through that wreck, or through you spinning out.
Right side. Still there. Still right side's clear.
Bye-bye.
There's an incident in.
He lost it on his own,
Looks like it's
didn't he?
Mark.
At least I think he did.
Blue
Here
flag.
come the Protoss.
You're being caught by the faster class cars. The active P9 behind is now 2.4 seconds. Incident in the outer loop. Blue flag.
Dude, what was that?
Beetle, stay on your line, mate.
Blue flag. Mind left. Clear left.
No problems with these guys, all very polite and patient.
On your right. Clear right. There's an incident in turn 6. It looks like.
Don't know what
Yes.
happened to Chris in there, but we'll take P7.
Right side's clear. Car clear right. Car right. Clear right. Car ahead is.
By this stage we have lost the pack ahead, the top 6, and another Christian is quickly catching up to us, the Austrian Christian now.
Is 0.5 off the pace. There's an incident in the outer loop. Red yellow flag. There's debris out there. Alright, Claudio, there's a faster car approaching. Clear left side. Car left, clear left.
Getting very, very close now.
Clear right, car right, clear right. Car right, right side's clear.
I lost a bit of traction there at the exit, so I had to move to defend. By this stage I'm starting to realize I'm just not gonna be able to keep the position for long.
Come on, bro.
There's an incident in turn 2, yellow flag, sector 2 is 1.5 seconds.
What the hell?
Pace.
Yeah, I don't think there's any point defending.
You've got half your fuel left. On your right. Still there. Right
So I
side's
just
clear.
didn't, I just lifted and let him through. In the previous race, letting George through ended up being the right choice. Let's see if it pays off this time as well.
The gap to 7th position. Ahead is increasing. It's now 1.9 seconds.
And just like the previous race, I decided to pit 2 or 3 laps earlier, this time because I was getting caught by the GTP spec and just didn't want to lose that much time getting lapped.
Don't cross the line. place. Riera. Car right. Blue flag. Right side's clear. Half distance. Fuel looks good. Flag.
Second lap after my pit stop, and Jack and Chris are pitting this time. Chris was 2.5 seconds behind me before the pit stop. Let's see where they end up.
Heads up, there's a car exiting the pits. Incident in turn 1, lead car right. Right side's clear. Car right. To your right, blue flag.
Chris comes up just behind us. We seem to have lost about 2 seconds to him, but still kept the position.
Okay, Claudio, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up. 8th place.
And Christian comes out ahead of us, so basically nothing changed with the pit stops.
Christian. Blue flag.
Fast forward a couple more laps and we seem to have caught up to Christian, whilst also opening up a gap to Chris. We seem to have settled into P7 and starting to chase P6.
Blue flag. Alright Claudio, there's a faster car bearing down on you. He's the class leader. There's an incident in heel. Right. To your right. I think P4's gone off in tow. Yellow flag.
Oh, dude, that is not.
Carrot ahead seems to have lost a lot of time. Maybe he had a spin, maybe he had a crash. We don't know exactly what happened. All I know is that I start seeing this rather bent portion ahead of us. One more lap and Christian is all over Carrot.
Get a room, you two.
Is he going for it?
That was an excellent save.
Not yet, not yet.
7th position.
Thank you. My pants are a little bit more brown than before the race, though.
The gap to Christian ahead is now 1.0.
I'm just standing by here, hoping that that fight can result in something that benefits me. This is getting serious now. Christian is using all of the track and then more.
That's the class car behind. Blue flag.
And then disaster happens. Disaster for Christian, not so much for me.
Looks like Christian. Blue flag. Alright, Claudio, the next car is...
JP3's got fucking crashing in front of his door.
Joshua wasn't impressed.
Car right side. Blue flag.
And now I have this very, very bent Porsche right in front of me. There's still 4 minutes in this race. I have the time to study where is Carrot fast and where he isn't. To start with, he seems to be really struggling with the final 2 corners. What I'm thinking here is maybe I can get the run after turn 1. The prototype clearly isn't helping, but he also gets a really good exit compared to me. And we are also not getting much of a tow. Maybe he just has a little less wing than we do, and that's gonna make overtaking all the much harder. Penultimate lap here.
That was 146.48.
We are also starting to struggle for traction a little bit after 45 minutes putting wear on the tires, and again he gets a much better exit.
Go.
White flag, final chance. The reality is that in P6 I don't want to risk too much, because that's still a really nice chunk of iRacing that we're gaining. Still, we get out of the corner relatively well, but I have to lift for just a tiny split second, and that's my final chance of overtaking go. I'm still trying to unsettle him in these corners, but it just seems too late. He just has defended really well for such a damaged car, gotta hand it to him. But we are still gonna see the replay from that previous accident, which maybe doesn't paint him in such a good light.
Right side. Right side's clear. B6. Okay, it's over. Good drive. That's the end of the session.